Tough times create strong men. We always hear this. I'm sure you've heard it before. But what eclipses that? Or what follows that, rather? So, tough times do create strong men. Because men thrive under the pressure, and they thrive under the grit and the toughness, and the tough upbringing. It either breaks you or makes you. So tough times create strong men. What do strong men create? They create easy times because they go out and build and create families and have good communities. They make life easy. Easy times create weak men because men who have no pressure, who are just handed life, are going to be weak and become weak. Weak men create tough times because they can't have a functioning society. And of course, tough times create strong men. So how does this work? Is it just natural? Is it always going to be like this? I don't think that's the answer. I think, rather, just to be aware of this, that if tough times create strong men, you must delegate and change things up. For example, when I become a father, okay, my kids are going to be raised very differently for this reason. My girls will have it easier in the sense that they won't have to work out every day. They're not going to have to do all these things. They'll have to help mom with laundry, do the dishes, and don't get in trouble. They'll be taken care of and protected for sure, and probably more protected. For my boys, though, it's not going to be the same. And actually, if you know who Shaq is, Shaquille O'Neal, he's a famous Hall of Fame basketball player. And he had this clip where he said his boys and his girls, he treats them differently. When the boys turn 18, they're out of the house. Time to be a man. Go take care of yourself. His girls, on the other hand, he says they can stay as long as they like, he's going to take care of them. And that's how I feel that we should treat men and women differently. So in this case, you still have a good, strong man, but he is now not making it easy for his boys, if that makes sense. Okay? So, tough man can have a tough son, right? A strong man can have a strong son, and it can keep going without it being the strong man creates this easy life for his boys. And I see this all the time. These guys who are big on becoming a man and making something of yourself, they do that, and then they don't pay attention to how their kids are raised up. And they're maybe not on purpose, but inadvertently given everything from the start because his dad was so successful and was such a man. So that's what happens a lot of these times, just to be aware of that. If you ever fortunately have that opportunity to where you're doing so well financially, I would think twice before you just give your kids everything, in particular your boys. Anyway, this has been your boy Hercules. I just drove home, and that is it for today. I will say, new videos coming out soon. It's going to be a nice little series, 21-day monk mode dopamine detox. Look forward to that, and I will see y'all tomorrow.